I'm Sarah Holbert with Berman Crop Insurance Agency, and this video is about reporting your production to us at the end of the year. Reporting your production is really important because it's where we can tell if you have a claim or not on an individual policy. So there's a few key things that I want to talk about that'll make it easier. One, if you do have a claim, and two, kind of to help you navigate through the paperwork part of reporting your production to us. The first thing is, please make sure you report your production to us as soon as possible after harvest. We want to make sure that we don't blow by any claims deadlines if there is a claim out there, and getting your production to us as soon as possible helps us double check to see if you do have a loss in case you forgot to notify us earlier, or in case you didn't know you had a loss. The second thing is we want to make sure that we're using acceptable production reporting methods. So the government, because they are involved in the policy, they've outlined a few things that they consider acceptable record keeping methods, and we want to make sure that you have either one, two, or a combination of those to keep track of your bushels on your farm at the end of the year. It's also a good idea to have more than one way to keep track of your production, and I know that that sounds like a lot, but if you keep load records and then you keep bin measurements, or if you keep load records and then you have settlement sheets, having more than one way to keep track of your production is going to give any adjuster the ability to cross-reference your information. It's going to make the claims process go a lot smoother for you. It's also important to let us know if you've commingled any of your grain on your production reporting form. If you have a policy that's set up in optional units where you're insuring section by section, you need to be able to keep track of each of those sections separately. And if you don't keep track of them separately and you get an audit and the person from RMA finds out that you can't validate the separate production records, then they're going to insert penalty yields into your crop insurance database, and it's going to lower your average yield that you're insuring off of for future years. If you have enterprise units where you're insuring the entire county together, you are permitted to commingle your grain. However, you need to let us know if you do that, because if you report your production where it looks like everything's been separated out by section per each underlying unit, and that's how we key it, and then later find out that you put everything together and you can't actually provide the records for separating that out, then that's going to be a problem, and penalty yields are going to apply there too. A good rule of thumb is to keep track of your production however you report your acres. If you have, 10 underlying units within your entire enterprise unit, then just keep track of those separately. If you want us to set up your crop insurance policy in a different way, or if you find it hard to navigate through the paperwork, let us know. We want to make this as easy of a process as possible for you guys. The last thing I want to talk about is the record type on your production reporting form. It seems like a lot of people miss this, and I think it's just because it's a newer requirement. We want to make sure that you let us know how you're keeping track of your records. Did you sell it? Did you feed it? Do you have a bin measurement? Did an adjuster come out and you had a claim? Any of those things are fine. Just indicate one way or another how you came up with your figures. If you have any additional questions or concerns about how to report your production, or you need help navigating your forms or the best way that we think that you should be doing it, give us a call anytime. And don't forget to check out any of our other content and videos on our website.